Well, aloha folks, it's me again, Jason C. Scott, top 1% VA home loan mortgage loan originator nationwide. And today, well, we're going to talk about a subject that is near and dear to my heart. The question is, Jay, what is the VA escape clause? How does it protect me? And basically, what does it mean, right? So you're definitely going to want to tune into this, especially if you're getting ready to use your VA home loan benefit to buy a home. All right, so let's get started. All right, what is the VA escape clause? Well, when you're trying to buy a home, you're doing it through your VA home loan benefit. When you submit your purchase offer on your purchase contract, there's going to be an additional addendum called the VA escape clause. Now, what that is for is it basically provides a get out of jail free card for the veteran as you're going through the process. Now, when you get an accepted offer, one of the first things that's going to happen is your lender is going to order an appraisal. Now, keep in mind, your lender, i.e. myself, can only lend you enough money to equal the amount of the appraised value of the home. So if you're trying to buy a home for $500,000, the max loan amount I can give you is $500,000 plus the funding fee, but that's another video for another time. But let's say when the appraisal is completed and it comes back and your value is at $490,000. Well, that's $10,000 less than what you were trying to purchase the home for. What the VA escape clause does for you is that if it comes in less, it gives you as the veteran a couple options. One, you might say, hey Jay, you know what? Even though it came in $10K less, I still want the home. I'm gonna come in with the $10K difference. I'm gonna give you a loan amount of $490,000. You're gonna come in with $10,000. You still bought the home for $500,000, right? That's option number one. Option number two, as the veteran, you can go back to the seller through your realtor and say, look, I know we agreed upon buying this home for $500,000, but the value came in at $490,000. I don't want to pay more than what the home is worth, right? So basically you can say, hey, I'm willing to buy this home, but you're gonna have to bring the purchase price down to match the actual value of the home. That is an option number two. Now, with option number two, you can do that, and who knows, the seller might say, you know what? I think you're right. We may have misstepped, or we may have been wanting to ask too much. We agree with you. We're gonna drop the purchase price down to $490,000 and we move forward. Option number three, basically you go to that, same thing, you wanna renegotiate. You tell your realtor, hey, I want to bring the price down to $490,000. And basically the seller at that point can say, hey, pound sand, buddy. I don't wanna drop it to $490,000. If you wanna buy the home, you gotta buy it at $500K. Well, the cool thing is at that point, if you don't wanna come up, you can actually say, all right, cool, I'm out, deuces. I'm gonna go find me another home that'll actually work for me. That's what the VA escape clause does for you. Now, what's funny about this is we live in a very weird market right now, no matter where you're at in the United States, where people are doing what are called appraisal clauses. Now, it's a neat little trick that a lot of realtors do to help make your offer look more attractive or more competitive, so that way you can win the actual offer. And what they're doing is basically, because there's a limited supply right now, and the selling agents know this, they encourage their sellers to say, look, we can list it at, let's say, $500,000, but we think that we can get a lot more for it, even though they know full well that the appraisal, because of the comparables in the neighborhood, won't agree with that and won't give you a $500,000 value. But they're like, don't worry about it. There's enough buyers out there. Somebody's gonna come in with an appraisal clause saying that, well, guess what? We'll offer you $500,000 or we'll offer you $510,000, but if the appraisal comes short, we guarantee you we will come up with the difference. Now that's all cool and fine and dandy. If that's what this tactic is or the strategy that the realtors are using to help get your offer to look more competitive so that way you can win the deal, awesome. But here's the cool part. That VA escape clause, as part of the purchase agreement, has to be signed by you, the veteran, and by the seller. So it doesn't matter if the purchase contract says that you will come in with the difference, because the VA loan supersedes, the VA guideline supersedes anything that those realtors are gonna wanna put in that purchase contract. In order to move forward with the VA loan, the seller has to actually sign that document to make it be a fully executed document in order to move forward. So that's one of the things that most people aren't really educated on, and they don't know how to articulate it to their veterans, but that's my job. So whenever you're getting ready to buy a home, and if you are in a stiff market, reach out to me. You guys know how to do it. My contact information is all over these videos. It's at the beginning, it's at the end. We always tell you like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You can get in touch with me, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have about your VA home loan benefit. Hopefully that clears it up for you folks. Make it a great day. And like I said, you know, you can always come here. It's a safe place. It's where you get the real deal, not the raw deal. Make it a great day, and we'll see you on the flip side.